flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Raiders versus Matt Ryan and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 35-year-old quarterback in his 13th season in the NFL, the former MVP Matt Ryan.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Greedy Williams.
The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. 15 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. First down, New Orleans.
On first and 10 is Conner. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side.
And the Raiders have got him. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, McDonald. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the train.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
How about that? Well, the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
To try again after the sack. Ryan finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it right. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
First and 10. At their own 27.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not get.
They got his man complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first and 10, McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. And he's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Yeah, he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Connor. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the ball. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again. McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Complete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Listen, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, Ryan. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
1st and 10 at their own 30.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. On 1st down, McDonald gain of 6 to the 46. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's McDonald. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
26. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run with Taylor. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with a rookie out of Kentucky, Lynn Bowden. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run it here with Bowden. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and
from the 27. Ryan got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Throwing again, Ryan. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. To throw again is Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan will throw again. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Ryan on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before break. McDonald, he'll let this go for the end zone. This one is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Young Wake.
The Raiders with the lead already will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquise Brown, 66 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Joey Sly lining up.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be... brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And the Raiders have got him. Caleb Chason. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hardman on the return. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
40-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've had to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but again, they have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw again. McDonald. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Saints.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
On the ground, exploded. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints 27-yard.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Caught out left side by Robinson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, it's caught on the right side by Robinson.
Pass complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald completes it to Hardman. And this is going to be another 1st first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Vegas. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run with Bowden. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. From 13 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Complete to Allen.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And the Saints first down.
Throwing again, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Taylor. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 28, Jonathan.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. missing the intended target.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
For the field goal, a 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
49.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
This 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. He'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got... Two more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bowden. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. As it's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Played by Trayvon Diggs.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Saints.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Ryan.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, Ryan. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down, New Orleans.
One last shot for Ryan. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.